Hello everyone, I'm BryanCroiDragon and welcome to some rambling. The Book of the Exodus. Why do so many screen adaptations of it set it in the 19th dynasty? I've actually done the math. The dates of birth given for Moses surely differ, but they all end up with the Exodus being in the 18th dynasty. And yet for some reason, screen adaptations put Moses' life during the 19th. Let's see here. The Ten Commandments featured Ramses I, Seti I, and Ramses II. Well, a lot of screen adaptations feature Ramses II. There's a good number that features Seti I as his predecessor, which he was. There's a few that feature Ramses II's son, Merneptah, as the pharaoh of the Exodus. And then there's the Moon of Israel, which features Amenmesi as the pharaoh of the Exodus, while also having Seti II present. Because if you know your Egyptian history, when Merneptah died, Egypt was plunged into civil war. There was his legitimate heir, Seti II, his son, and then there was Amenmesi, who was either Merneptah's younger brother or Seti's younger brother. Where do I go from here? I can't believe I actually found this place to be creepy once. It isn't even creepy, and look at that! Do you see that? That light is actually on, it actually functions. What the hell? What it even is in this place? What was it used for? This looks like a nice peaceful place, doesn't it? Well, it is. I used to think this whole area was pretty creepy once upon a time. It's, whoa, what is that? It's something, I'll say that much. It's something. We got a manhole cover right here. You know, once upon, I shouldn't say once upon a time because I'm 25. And geez, sometimes, when I came down here like I don't know, 5 years ago, 4 years ago, maybe it was 3. There was tall grass, and I'm about 5 foot. Yeah, like that stuff over there, it was actually over here. What the hell? Look at this, there's a little path going right here. Well, let's be honest, it's not much of a path. And it probably doesn't look creepy when all of this vegetation has died in the fall. Late fall, early winter. I'm completely honest with you, that tall grass, when it was up here, who knows how many years ago, it was about as tall as I am now. It was pretty creepy. Because you know those horror movies don't go into the tall grass. Yeah, what was I thinking? I mean, there's not really anything to worry about. There's never been any reports of feral dogs here in Oshawa. Never any reports of cougars, wolves. There's been the odd Sasquatch sighting, but I'm going to be honest, I believe in Sasquatch, but there's no way that Sasquatch would be living around here. On the grounds of Camp Samak maybe, but I haven't seen enough around here to feed an omnivorous creature of such a size. Something that I really hate about stories of the Trojan War is how they make it seem like Paris and Helen were actually in love. I mean, it's pretty debatable if they were. And another thing I hate is making Menelaus seem like a brutish king. I saw a YouTube video not long ago. Yeah, I saw a YouTube video not long ago about noise about Greek mythology had the gall to say Paris abducting Helen was a lie. It wasn't. There's at least 3 versions of that. There's 3 versions of it. One where Paris did take Helen by force, one where she went with him willingly, and one where Aphrodite made Helen think she was going with her husband Menelaus by making Paris look like Menelaus. Yeah, that actually happened. That 3 versions of that story, and only one where she actually went with him willingly. Well, she went with him willingly when she thought he was Menelaus, but I don't know, that was under... She went with him willingly, believing he was her actual husband and not some creep who abandoned his wife and child when Aphrodite promised him the most beautiful woman in the world as his wife. I said I got a new keychain on Sunday. Boom, here it is. Yeah, my mom got it for me. She was at a movie on Friday with some friends from work. I'm not exactly sure what she was seeing. I don't know, it's probably just some movie nobody's gonna care about. Yeah, but this is good. Hulk, champion of Sakaar. I love Thor Ragnarok. I love all of the Thor movies. Kenneth Branagh, the director of the first Thor, my favorite director. This year, the first movie of his I actually saw was Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. I wasn't aware that he was the one who had directed it. It was actually his Shakespeare movies that really got my attention first. His adaptation of Hamlet, the first completely unabridged screen adaptation, and so far the only one. It's amazing. It's an epic. You should see it. There's also his Henry V, which is excellent. Much Ado About Nothing, also good. Love's Neighbors Lost, As You Like It. Those are good too. There's 12 Nights, which is actually a film stage production of a stage production that he directed. And the directing of it for screen was done by someone else, but I still refer to it as Kenneth Branagh's 12 Nights. Actually left funny. If you want to know something funny, the war movie, Henry V's a war movie. It really goes with the war is hell. Interpretation, and if you want to know something funny, Henry V and Love's Labour's Lost both got the PG rating up here, but Much Ado About Nothing, Hamlet, As You Like It, those all got the 14A rating. Meaning you have to be over 14 years of age to watch them. I mean, it's not like anyone's ever really... I don't know, it's not like anyone's ever really paid attention to ratings. Raiders of the Lost Ark, that's rated 14A. I watched that well before I was 14 years old. Peter Jackson's Lord of the Rings movies, also 14A, and of course I was watching them before I even turned 14. I mean, geez, I was born in 92. Fellowship of the Ring came out in what? 2001? I would have been 9 years old. It's a funny thing, the rating system up here in Canada. A movie that's rated PG-13 down in America could either end up being PG or 14A. Hell, some of their R-rated movies have ended up with the PG rating. Usually when it's involving violence. Michael Mann's adaptation of The Last of the Mohicans. If you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about, where Chingachgook brings his war club into Mogra with such a force that it impales him. Yeah, that movie's pretty violent, but it actually got the PG rating up here. Roman Polanski's Macbeth has beheading, has a nude scene involving Lady Macbeth where she's the sleepwalking scene, she's naked. Yeah, that got PG too. Guess we're just made of stronger stuff in regards to some things. Take a look at that view. Okay, we're done here.